JWJ is a labor union. We represent janitorial workers, security officers, airport workers. Our history really is a history from the very beginning of a campaign called Justice for Janitors, who were cleaning these multi-billion-dollar office buildings in Washington, D.C. or in New York or in L.A. And around the 90s really started seeing this movement of people, mostly immigrant or African-American workers, who wanted to have a union contract. Couldn't use the traditional norms of organizing a union, so we would do strikes, we would block bridges, we would do civil disobedience, and through the years continued to grow not only in Washington, D.C., but in Baltimore, Montgomery County, Maryland, and Virginia, where we brought a strong union contract to janitorial workers. Security officers, started talking to them, got them unionized, and they became a part of 32BJ. So it was really just being in the streets with our brothers and sisters from Jobs with Justice is my interaction with that incredible group of people. In 2003, I talk about this fight for what we called health benefits for part-time workers. Most of the janitorial workers in the District of Columbia at that time were working 4 or 5 hours a night. And it was unheard of to, like, why would they get health care? Why would they get some type of health benefit? People thought we were nuts for even talking about it at the bargaining table. And we decided to target a building, which I think was the American Medical Association, the AMA, because it was a building that was owned by them, and our cleaners there didn't have health care. And Jobs with Justice came out with us, and we had paid someone to carve like like one of those ice sculptures, like it was probably this big, and it was a heart. And we were like, they have a frozen heart because they're not giving our janitors health care. And with Jobs with Justice and with our members, we went into the lobby and we said, we're dropping off this heart. The people were like, what's happening? It's gonna melt all over the lobby. The point is that we want health care for our cleaners, and open up your heart and don't have such a frozen heart. And I remember that Jobs with Justice was out there with us in the streets, and we're like, wow, this is kind of nuts that you guys are doing this, but we're in this with you. So that's always when I think about Jobs with Justice is working together with unions, working together with our members, and understanding that it's one fight and it's one struggle, and we're going to just be much better and much stronger if we do things together. I think post-pandemic, we're going to have a lot of work to do to really build and rebuild the District of Columbia. DC Jobs with Justice knows that essential workers have continued to go to work in our sector, which is the janitorial and security sector, but restaurants and HRE, hotels have suffered. So what I would love to see in the next 20 years is to get through this pandemic in a way where we're stronger, where we're more innovative in the way that we connect with people using technology, but really bring DC to the powerful city that we know it can be. It's been a long 20 years, and we've done such incredible work. Again, everything from the support from our contract campaigns, to being in the street, to getting $15 as a minimum wage in DC. That's huge. I mean, that is unheard of. You go to Virginia and the minimum wage is $7.25, and you come here to DC and it's $15, that's not by chance. That's because we made a choice to organize it and work in coalition and bring everyone together to make that happen.